it's a great thing to see everybody back in this gym. It's been a really long time to be at an assembly since, I think, 2019 with a full group of kids. So thank you guys for coming in. You did a great job here in the gym. We're doing the same way exiting the gym. Remember the message of this assembly is respectful, so please sit quietly and be a respectful audience during this time. You know, meeting the veterans just this morning, just saying hi, it always brings back memories. My grandfathers were both in the military during the Korean War. Other friends have served, and I want to just start off because we're going to probably do this again. But if I could have our service members just stand for us, and let's recognize them for everything. So, I also know that there's about 800 human beings in here right now, and there's millions of people across this country today celebrating our veterans. And I also know that of the 800 people in this gym, someone knows someone that may have given the ultimate sacrifice to our country and lost a loved one. And I want to take a moment of silence to remember those people. Thank you. At this time, I want to introduce Ava Evinger. She's ready to come up? All right. Ava is our student council representative who's going to start off our program today. Why don't you give her a round of applause?
Hello everyone, my name is Ava Evinger. I am Student Council President here at MMS. And I just want to get started today by anyone who has a family member or anyone you know that is either a veteran currently serving or has served in the past, could you please stand up?
Morning, everyone. And again, morning, everyone. This Veterans Day, I'm very honored to be able to be here with my fellow brothers and sisters in arms over there sitting down, hanging out. It means a lot to us to have the ability to come in and share some items with you guys. This morning, we are very happy to say I have a couple active Marines still on active duty reservists. We're going to start out with him to let him know or to get him going on this program. So at this moment, I'd like to call Lance Corporal Thompson to come on up front center.
Said, my name is Lance Corporal Thompson. I'm with the United States Marine Corps. My job is I'm a motor T operator. I drive the big tactical vehicles like the MTBR, that's our 7-ton. I also drive what's called the LVSR. And I also drive the Humvees. I gunners. And I got to learn my trade as I went through what's called annual training. That's our 2-week field op, and this every summer we do. This year was held at Fort McCoy, Wisconsin. So my advice in life, just get after it. So at this time, I'd like to call up Miguel and lead my post.
Basic service specialty is 1371 combat engineer. Construction, demolition, landmine technician. This is actually the uniform that I wore when I went to Operation Enduring Freedom in Iraq. Can't wear any metal, can't wear any tabs. I have a metal detector just like this. Awesome. From there, I went over to Camp Lejeune, learned how to become a combat engineer. I say construction, I mean like construction worker, demolition, like explosives, and landmines, like explosives. So my time, I spent 4 years there. I had the opportunity to become a sergeant during my time. Like I stated, my last place that I've had a chance to go to was Operation Enduring Freedom in Iraq. We were there for quite a bit, and then in 2003, I came home. And that is my military background.
Good morning. My name is Kelly Hurden. I am a veteran of the United States Army. And at this time, I would like to honor my father, Specialist Thomas Hurden. He just passed in May, so this is his first Veterans Day, not at a ceremony. He came to all of my audiences and my daughters and my sisters, and this is his first one not with us today. So his basic training was at Fort Polk, Louisiana. He was in Vietnam from 1969 to 1971. He flew helicopters, and as his last trip, thank you, Dan. Now my MOS was 54 Bravo, Chemical Operations Specialist. We were responsible for the recon and decontamination of any possible spills or Agent Orange, such as that. I did my basic training at Fort McClellan, Alabama, along with my advanced training. I was then stationed at Fort Hood, Texas. I was then out of the military in January of 2001, and then we know what happened in September of 2001. Luckily, I did not have to go overseas. I'm very honored to be here today, and I thank you for having me. I'll bring up Lance Corporal Thompson.
Alright, so clearly I'm not my Christmas. My name is Hunter Thompson, and thanks to my being in the service, it gave me the opportunity to go to college. I currently am attending Harvard College. Taking firefighting. The best thing the Marine Corps taught me was how to get back, and me becoming a firefighter was my idea of giving back to my community. Like I said, I currently go to Harvard College, and I also work part-time in the Nards as a forklift operator, and I'm part of what's called the Marine Corps League. We help fundraise for Toys for Tots. We help what's called Operation Wild Horse, which is a PTSD program. Vets, of all generations, we use horses for what's called horse therapy. So it's, when you get out of service, I think your service doesn't really end. You look up to your brothers and sisters. That's to lucky me. they count on you to help them when they get back to the civilian. So it's hard to adjust. Having the brothers and sisters make it easy. So I was very fortunate to be lessons that we got.
Morning again. Anybody see anything different about me?
Yes.
I'm wearing a shirt that has USMC on it, right? How do you identify some veterans in your community? Hats, shirts, stickers on your trucks, anything that you can see, right? So at this time, I want to bring Kelly up, because I want her to bring up that she's done so many amazing things in her community. And I just want her to explain a little bit more that she's done. It's rare and near and dear to me that I have a sister up here that's a veteran that's helping us on this day.
As Sergeant Gill has explained, there are times you can't tell if they're a veteran. They don't have the hat on. They don't have the sticker. They're all in your community. I am a member of our McHenry American Legion, Post 491. I am a past commander of Fox Lake American Legion, Post 703, along with past adjutant and junior vice commander. I am a member of the Color Guard and the Honor Guard that performs at your community's funerals, the 21-gun salute for Memorial Day. I am also a member of a group called Heels for Combat Boots and Battle Betties, which is a pinup group for veterans, raising awareness for traumatic brain injury and PTSD, and funds for veterans. This morning I will be attending the Veterans Day ceremony at the McHenry VFW, where they are very active in the community in assisting veterans. And I'm very honored and very proud to be part of the United States military, and I'm very honored that you invited me here today. Sergeant Hill.
Alright, so, one of the things is that, yes, my name is Rick Gill. I'm part of the community. I've been around. I graduated from McHenry East Campus, class of 99. I went to Riverwood, Edgebrook, Hilltop, Valley View. I went to all those schools because why? I had to get smarter, right? Go to summer school, figure things out, get my act together. But now, I'm part of their community. I'm part of the VFW. I'm part of the... But now, I'm part of their community. I'm part of the VFW. I'm part of the Polish Legion of American Veterans, where being Polish is just a heritage, not the requirement. And the American Legion. And Operation Wild Horse, like my fellow members here. Operation Wild Horse, where they bring American Mustangs in with our local veterans. It's right there in Bull Valley, go check it out. But the one thing I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a veteran of your community, and I'm proud of my time in the military service. And I'm proud that I'm still giving back to our community. And I appreciate and I thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, to the bottom of my heart to my fellow veterans here. We thank you so much, and we feel so honored to be allowed to come in here and describe what we've done. Thank you, guys. Seriously. since now I'm back in my civilian attire, looking like you guys, figured we could do the national anthem together and a couple of things together as we're part of the community together. So at this moment, if you could all rise for the national anthem. It's so great people to come up here and sing. It's great.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, of the
That was awesome. At this moment, Boris is going to go ahead and lead us on a song.
Dedicated to all the men and women, past, present, and future, who serve our country.
state, I have a challenge for these students. And I have a challenge that's going to be near and dear to me. What I want you to do is, I know some of your grandparents are now Vietnam veterans. I want you to do me a big favor. If you see a person that's wearing now Vietnam veterans, I want you to do me a big favor. If you see a person that's wearing a Vietnam hat or a Vietnam veteran shirt, or even it says Vietnam veteran, I want you to reach your hand out. I want you to look him in the eye or her in the eye and go, welcome home. Thank you for your service. But here's the real challenge. I want you to write down exactly what that veteran did. Did they adjust their hat? Did they wipe a tear away? Did they kind of get choked up and kind of try to walk away? Write that down. Then I want you to find veterans that are a little younger, a little bit more like your parents' age, uncles' ages, my age. And I want you to stick your hand out and I want you to tell them, he or she, thank you for your service, and write that down. And I want you to do that because you're going to see that there's two different views of thank you for your service. And when you see it from the Vietnam veteran side, when you welcome them home, to a veteran that just got home, it's a difference. I just want to say that if you guys have the teachers, maybe might be able to help you on that. That might be a great challenge to have, so you see the difference and how it affects us differently. At this moment, I just want to say thank you so much, and it's been an honor to be here and to be able to be part of this. At this moment, we're going to have the student council come up. But once again, thank you so much for allowing me and my friends and my family members to come in.
With the assembly here today, but the next thing we want you to do is, it's not really a video, but look up at the screen and listen to this very beautiful speech done by one of the teachers here at school.
Veterans Day, originally called Armistice Day, was designed as a day to celebrate the end of World War I. The First World War ended November 11, 1918, and the legislation that created Veterans Day was, and I quote, dedicated to the cause of world peace and to be hereafter celebrated and known as Armistice Day. As time went on and we engaged in further conflicts during World War II in Korea, veterans groups lobbied for a change. Rather than honoring the armistice and only those who served in World War I, the holiday will now honor all veterans from every war and conflict the United States has encountered. We've honored our troops and their service and sacrifice ever since. We've awarded medals to soldiers, added the names of monuments, and named buildings for them, to honor them for their bravery. But none can ever replace all the left behind by a fallen service member, and no number of medals or ribbons can conquer the ones left behind. Service members we honor today come from all walks of life. They share several fundamental qualities. They possess courage, pride, determination, selflessness, dedication to duty, and integrity. All the qualities needed to serve a cause greater than oneself. Many of them didn't ask to leave their homes to fight on distant battlefields. Many didn't even volunteer. They didn't go to war because they loved fighting. They were called to be part of something bigger than themselves. They were ordinary people who responded to it in an extraordinary way in extreme times. They rose to the nation's call because they wanted to protect the nation that has given to them, us, so much. Since the first shots at Lexington and Concord were fired in a Revolutionary War began, American men and women have been answering the nation's call to duty. Millions of Americans have fought and died on battlefields here and abroad to defend our freedoms and way of life. Today our troops continue to make the ultimate sacrifices, and even as we lose troops, more Americans step forward to say, I'm ready to serve. They follow in the footsteps of generations of fine Americans. Today, people throughout the country will gather together to remember, to honor, and to pay gratitude to those who have served our country. Our gathering is just one small spark in the flame of pride that burns across the nation today and every day. It's not a lot, but it's one small way we can honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can live in freedom. Your presence here today and that of the people gathered all across America is a tribute to those lost troops and their families. It's a way to say we remember. From the soldiers who shivered and starved through the winter at Valley Forge, to the doughboys crouched in the muddy trenches of France, to the platoon who patrolled the hazy jungles of Vietnam, and the young man or woman patrolling the mountains of Afghanistan. We remember and honor them all. Please take a moment to reflect on the names of service members lining our hall outside of the office. They are the names of loved ones belonging to our MMS family. The flags planted out front are a tribute to them.
guys have done a great job. Thank you so much for being a great audience. I want to thank Student Council, Mrs. Miller, for putting this together today. Thank you so much. Mr. Mullen, shout out to Mr. Mullen. He was the voice in the video. Make sure you thank him. Our OMS music, the band and choir, Ms. Paul, Ms. Munn, you guys did an amazing job. Thank you guys. And I think we're getting the message here to make sure we thank our veterans. So let's give another round of applause to our veterans. At this time, let me remain standing actually. We have Nick and Max Miller here to retire the colors. Color guard prepared to retire the colors. Retire the colors. Concludes our ceremony for this morning. You guys can have a seat again. I'm going to have the band and choir. You guys going to hang out with us, right? For a little bit? Okay. So this time we'll begin our dismissal of our students. We talked about this a little bit in the video, hopefully in home base.